Hey everyone, Emily Askew here. Today I wanted to do my screencast to reflect on chapters 2 and 3 from our readings this week. And I wanted to show you the tools and ways that I'm engaging with networking and reflexivity and the ideas I have about that for my research. So I first wanted to show you a service from our Center in Teaching Learning at UGA. It's called CTL Sites. And in case any of you are unfamiliar, the CTL is located in the middle of campus next to the journalism school. And this service would be able to provide you with your own website that you can design, and I'll show you mine in a second. The only thing is that it does say you must be directly affiliated with a course to request a site. I was in a class and our professor asked on our behalf, so perhaps if you have a professor that you're taking a course from or who might be able to ask for you, maybe that would, I think it would be pretty easy for you to request a site. So this is my website. It's definitely a work in progress, but as far as networking, first of all, when I go to conferences now, I don't even take business cards because I don't want to keep up with all the paper. So I normally just get people's emails, save them on my phone, and then when I'm emailing people after conferences, I send them my website because it's a great way to centralize my whole professional persona, if you will. So not only is my CV on here, but other work that I've done, and I have my blog, which I'll show you, and I can include anything. I plan on including a tab here for all my other academic profiles on academia.edu and LinkedIn and a couple other sites that I'm a part of. And so for me, if someone is trying to figure out who I am, especially in a couple of years when I will be job searching, it's a great way to contextualize my CV and to see who I am as a person. I mean, anything from the design of my blog to, the type of content I choose to display on my website, I think it's really helpful to anyone who's really just trying to get a gist of who you are. And I think too, because I work a lot with communities and I believe in transdisciplinary research in the sense of, considering communities as, an equal stakeholder in research, I really like to be able to provide something that is accessible and usable by everyone. So, I think websites, particularly this service that CTL Sites provides, it's very navigable and it's really easy to just take in when you're navigating on the pages. So I wanted to show you my blog. So we can click here. So originally this blog was just a hobby. I travel a lot domestically and internationally, and I really just hated just uploading a lot of pictures to Facebook and not really having context for it. So, I just started writing posts, and then it turned into me also posting about when I was traveling to conferences and my thoughts on other aspects of sustainability and travel. And so now it's kind of morphed into this blog that represents who I am, not only as someone who loves to travel recreationally, but also as a what is it like professionally to be someone that studies travel and tourism. And I also plan to not only use this blog for, for other colleagues to see, but also for my students. I think it's a really cool way to show them kind of just from one perspective what it's like to be pursuing a career in this field. But the main reason I wanted to show you this blog is to talk about reflexivity, and I am studying the sharing economy and particularly Airbnb and how it affects communities in which it exists. And so I wanted to really experience the sharing economy and have my own personal, take on this phenomenon. So I just signed up to be an Uber driver, and I'm trying to sign up to be an Airbnb host. And I want to make video blogs about those experiences. And so had wondered if I could, make a separate blog in WordPress outside of this travel blog. And you actually can. So if you go to domains, so here's my first domain. You can add a second one, but you do have to pay for a second domain. And to me, I think that for me, this is going to be a good investment because I have done many research projects where we've been interviewing folks, but only one in particular did I ever have to do a reflexive journal for. And it was exhausting. I mean, when you get done interviewing someone for an hour and a half, you don't really want to keep writing about that experience, really. But it was helpful because I could truly see themes emerge. I actually went back and looked at those posts the other day. I could see themes emerge of the type of researcher I was at that point. And also, there were things that were not in our actual interview instrument that turned out to be really important pieces of information in terms of contextualizing findings. But that reflexivity, I think, was very helpful for me, and I want to continue that in my research. And I think that a video blog is a little bit more my style. I think I would really enjoy that. So, and I also plan on sharing my research blog with people who are on my committee and other anybody else who has helped me with my project as far as being an informant, or someone who is provided me with information. If they want to see my thoughts on my research project as I go along, they have the ability to make comments on my videos, and I think it's a really great collaborative tool. So I will definitely probably be purchasing this yearly subscription so I can have a second domain. The last thing I wanted to show you was how to create a post in WordPress. So one problem I faced, if you don't have the premium plan, if you wanted to add a video, like just a random one on my computer, you can't. You have to upgrade. But you can circumvent that if you don't want to pay for something right now. You can go to YouTube and you can change the settings of these videos as well. So I made this video unlisted. I have my own YouTube channel, and I went ahead and Google searched it, and you can't find it, but someone can definitely access this video if you send them the direct link. So I just copied and pasted, put this into the post, and it's really cool because it embeds it straight into the post. And if I don't want, I could change the visibility of this, and I don't want it public, but I don't want it private because I don't want anybody else to have administrative or editorial rights to my site, but I can have it password protected. And so for this, I'm going to make the password testing. We'll update this, and then we will sign out. Let's go back to the blog. And one thing that I have found kind of tricky is that with WordPress, sometimes the password protect works and sometimes it doesn't. So this is the first password protected post I did, and that one worked fine, but I was having trouble with the second one. I tested it a couple times, but I know what the password is for this one. It's actually test in all caps. If you hit enter, well, I was in. Okay, well, there must be a glitch right now, but you can put in the password and people are able to see that once they have the password to the post. So it is a little glitchy. I'm not sure. I think it'll probably work better once I have the premium plan. But anyway, those are my thoughts today on networking and reflexivity, and I look forward to seeing y'all in class.